Welcome, everybody. We're going to do a very restorative yoga practice for lunchtime today. And to do this practice, you will not get off the floor. You'll be on the floor the whole hour. You'll want pillows. One pillow's fine, two pillows are fine. Pillows from your bed are perfectly fine. If you have a blanket or two, you're welcome to grab that. You're welcome to use both as well. So the point of restorative yoga is to be as relaxed and supported as possible. So the more props you have, pillows, blankets, that kind of stuff, the more options you have. If you don't have any, that's okay. This entire practice can be done without any props as well. You do probably want a blanket or a towel of some sort if you can grab one for one of the poses. But otherwise, we'll work with what we have. So we're going to start nice and easy. I'll give everybody a moment to grab their pillows and blankets. And then get yourself set up somewhere that you can lie down. We're going to start in a child's pose, but we will lie down quite a bit in this practice. So for your first pose, pillows or blankets, you're going to put the long edge parallel with the long edges of your mat or whatever you're using for your practice today. You're going to take your knees out wide, feet, big toes to touch, and then you're just going to allow yourself to drape on top of your pillows or your blankets. You might need to adjust a bit here. You want to be nice and comfortable. So options, if you want more support for your head and your neck, give yourself extra support, extra blanket, extra pillow, whatever you got. You can lie with your face down, or you can go side to side here. All these poses will hold between 5 and 10 minutes. It will be a lot of silence. So opportunity for you to just relax and rest. But with poses like this one, I'll give a cue at halfway so you know when to switch sides of your face. If you're wearing glasses, it might be helpful to take them off. Go ahead and get yourself settled in. And then completely let go. Let all your limbs get heavy. And as is the case, our minds will wander throughout the practice. What's important, though, is that you just bring it back. That can be as simple as tuning into your breath. So noting inhales and exhales. You can also focus on an object in your imagination, maybe a flame of a candle. Maybe think about rain falling from the sky, something easy to focus on that you can picture and that will allow your mind to settle. Again, prepare to be in these poses for quite a while. And if at any time you need to make adjustments, go ahead. The purpose is not to push here. Allow this to be as easy and soft as possible. As you're settling in, scan your body and notice if you're holding on to any tension. Check in with your face as well. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Unclench your jaw, maybe wiggle it side to side. And let your tongue rest at the bottom of your mouth. In each pose, I invite you to do the same body scan. And if you find tension, see if you can let it go. That can involve directing your breath to those places. It could also mean adjusting your body. Might also mean grabbing an extra pillow or blanket and giving your body a little extra support. If you're on one cheek, go ahead and switch sides. So you're going to press your opposite cheek down, and we'll be in this pose for about 4 more minutes. As much as the practice of restorative yoga like this can be seen as easy, sometimes it's more challenging than when you're moving. You really have to sit with your breath and your mind, and it requires a lot of paying attention to when your mind starts to wander, or maybe when you lose focus of your breath. We'll be here for 3 more full rounds of breath. And whenever you reach the bottom of that last exhale, slowly come back to an upright spine. You can sit back on your heels. And you're going to move your pillow just a tiny bit. And you're going to bring your hips flush with the bottom of that pillow. So if you don't have a pillow, blanket will work. You can just roll up a blanket. We're going to come into a bound angle butterfly pose, you might know it as. So your feet will come sole to sole, knees will go out wide. So sometimes this can bring a lot of pressure under the knees, particularly when we do a restorative practice. So you're welcome to put extra cushioning under your knees, or if you've got a blanket handy, something that can feel really nice, is if you take the blanket, you fold it in quarters, and then you roll it up. It can be a tight roll, it can be a loose roll. You're gonna put the center of that over your feet, outside edges under your knees. So once your legs are nice and comfortable, then you're gonna lie back on your support. Let your arms fall out to the side. Pause here, notice if you need to make any adjustments. If you need extra support under your head and neck, go ahead and take it. And then once again, close your eyes and allow yourself to melt. Once again, it's normal for your mind to wander. The trick is just noticing when that happens, acknowledging it, and then returning your focus to something like your breath or that meditative image in your head. When you notice that mind wandering, it's also a good opportunity to check in with your body and release any tension that you may have gathered. We're a little over halfway through this pose. Once again, if you need to make any adjustments to find extra comfort, a little bit more ease, feel free to do that. The goal of restorative is to be as comfortable as possible. We'll be here for 3 more rounds of breath. And whenever you reach the bottom of your last exhale, go ahead and open up your eyes. Bring your hands next to your hips, and you're going to come to an upright spine. If you're using any props underneath your knees, go ahead and remove it. Bring your knees together, and then go ahead and give yourself a little hug here. When you're ready, we're going to move into our next pose. We'll be seated this time. You're going to take your legs out wide. They don't have to go super wide here. You're going to be in this position for a little bit. So take it less wide if that feels better. And also know at any time you could add extra props underneath your knees as well. So a little extra support here could go a long way. And then you're going to grab your block, or rather your pillow, whatever you got. You're going to place it on top of your right leg. You could also put it next to your right leg. Inside is fine too. What we're going to do is we're going to reach our arms up. Exhale, we're going to lean over to the right. You can allow yourself to really drape here. This is going to be a stretch for the left side body. Again, if at any time you need extra support under your head or neck, go ahead and grab it. And once you find that sweet spot where you feel comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. And let your whole body find ease. We'll be on this side for 3 more rounds of breath. And at the bottom of your last exhale, go ahead and slowly bring your hands to the ground and bring your torso back upright. Pause for a moment. You might feel a lot of sensation here. You might not feel very much. But most importantly, just compare side to side. Notice what you notice. Notice what you feel. We're going to do the opposite side this time. Note that side to side, you might need a little bit more support. You might need a little bit less, and that's okay. Get yourself set up. And then when you're ready, both arms reach up. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to lean to your left and find that comfortable stretch that's nice and supported. Once you find it, allow your torso to melt. We'll be here for 3 more full rounds of breath. And at the bottom of your last exhale, slowly come back up to your tall spine. And once again, pause at center. Notice what you feel side to side. And then we're going to bring our legs together. They don't have to be glued together. You can have space between them. And again, feel free for any support under your knees. Grab your pillows. You're going to place them on top of your legs here. And this is a space where you might find having a little extra heights or extra pillows, extra blankets could be helpful. I have blocks handy, which is what I'm going to use, but if you don't have them, that's okay. Use whatever you got. Inhale, you're going to lengthen your spine. Exhale, you're just going to fold forward. And then your extra support is for your forehead. In this pose, it's okay for your spine to round. Once again, you're looking for as much comfort and support as possible. We'll be here for 3 more rounds of breath. At the bottom of your last exhale, slowly return to your tall spine. Go ahead and remove your pillows or your blankets from on top of your legs. And if you've got something under your knees, go ahead and remove that as well. We're going to make our way down to our back. But before we do that, we're going to lie with our shoulders off the mat or off the pillow or blanket that you're using. So it's going to be really a mid-back stretch. And you'll have some options. And you're going to listen to your body on this one. Always listen to your body, but you'll know with this one whether you need more support or less support. So options, if you've got a blanket, once again, go ahead and roll it up. And you have any sort of thickness to choose from. A couple of bed pillows would feel really good here. I have a nice, hard, heavy pillow. This does not feel great for me. So I'm not going to use it. I'm going to stick with the blanket instead. But you're going to put it so that it crosses against your mat. So instead of being parallel, it'll go the opposite way. And it'll take a little adjustment to find that sweet spot. You're going to lie back. Shoulders will be off your support, whether it's a blanket or a pillow. And you're going to feel rise in your chest here. So this for me feels really good. Feel free, again, couple blankets, one blanket, pillows. Find that space where your heart is up toward the sky. And then if you're here and you want extra support under your knees, go ahead and put a pillow or a blanket beneath them to give yourself that extra support as well. Once you find that sweet spot, go ahead and allow yourself to completely relax. We'll be here for about 10 minutes. A little over halfway through. Make any adjustments that will help you find just a little bit more comfort. If you're perfectly comfortable and at ease, go ahead and stay exactly as you are. Once again, I invite you to scan your body for any tension. Keep your jaw soft. Space between your eyebrows, nice and easy. And notice the coming and going of your breath. We'll be here for 3 more rounds of breath. And whenever you reach the bottom of that last exhale, go ahead and bend your knees and just roll to one side. You're going to come off whatever support you're on. So go ahead and remove whatever's under your back and then return to your spine. Pause here for a couple rounds of breath. Just letting your back settle into the ground. Our next set of poses will be gentle spinal twist. And you'll have a pillow or a blanket handy that'll feel really good under your knees for the side that we're twisting on. So just have it handy. You're going to walk your feet in toward your hips. Lift your hips just a little bit, and you're going to scoot them over to the left side of the mat. And then once you've done that, your knees will fall over to the right. And this is where having your support can be really helpful. You can have it under both knees. You can have it between your knees. Take a moment to find the support that feels right for you. Arms can be long, like a T. You're welcome to keep them by your side, or you can take them into cactus arms, goalposts, whichever you prefer to call it. Once again, the most important thing is finding ease here. We'll be on this side for 3 more rounds of breath. And at the bottom of your last exhale, bring your knees back to center. Straighten your spine. And then grab whatever prop you're using. You're going to move it to the opposite side, so outside your left knees. Press into your feet. Shift your hips up and over to the right side of your mat. Knees will fall up and over to the left. We'll be here for 3 more rounds of breath. And at the bottom of your last exhale, once again, bring your knees back up to center. Straighten your spine. And then you'll have a couple options for our final resting pose. So we always take Shavasana, which you're welcome to take. If you choose Shavasana, all of your limbs will relax on the floor. You're welcome to cover yourself with a blanket. Use any of your pillows for extra support. The other option is if you have access to a wall or to a piece of furniture where you could put the backs of your knees somewhere supportive, you can take that as an option as well. So I'm going to do legs up the wall. Just make myself nice and comfortable with the wall. My hip is right flush against it. And then I'm going to lean back and bring my feet up the wall. If you choose legs up the wall or up a piece of furniture, knees can be bent obviously on the piece of furniture. You're welcome to add extra support under your hips here. You can put extra support under your head and neck like I have it. Again, a normal Shavasana on the floor is perfect. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose when you've settled. Open mouth, release. Feel the heaviness of your limbs, the ease and softness of your breath. And allow yourself to completely drift away here. When it's time to return to your body, I'll gently guide you back. Begin to deepen your breath. Bring movement back into your fingers and your toes. Make small circles with your wrists and your ankles. And reach your arms up overhead. Take a full body stretch. Wherever you're at, bend your knees and gently roll to your most comfortable side and let your whole body rest. Keeping your eyes closed, gently press yourself back up into a seated position, letting your head and your neck be the last to arrive at the top of your spine. When you're ready, bring your right hand on top of your heart and your left hand on top of your right. Pausing in this gesture of self-compassion to honor your efforts, to honor the time and the space that you made for yourself, and to digest the effects of the practice. May you carry this sense of ease and support through the rest of your day and the rest of the week. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice. Have a wonderful weekend. Namaste. I know you can take any of these poses with you at any time. Great to sneak into a work day. Again, only a couple of these really require any sort of prop, but take what you like, leave the rest. Give yourself 10 minutes during the day to just close your eyes and relax. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you again next week.